I think, I don't know, but I think Amy Winehouse's Valerie has a place in our culture today. If you 30 and 40 years old, you would know where Amy Winehouse's Valerie sits for you. Whether you're dealing with a breakup, having had a successful date, because the song goes for both ways. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? That's my favorite part of the song. I love singing that line, because you can turn it into the most cheesy pickup line ever. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Get everybody laughing at you and with you. But, upon examining it some more, listen to my repeat favorite line. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? And in the last section, where it's Valerie times it, Valerie. Valerie, I told this to a friend of mine some years back, and this particular woman is speaking much better today. When you do train the trainer, they encourage you to sing to improve your diction. And so I told my friend, one of the songs that this particular person should sing if they want to learn to speak, because cerebral palsy is affecting that particular person's speech, is Valerie, purely because of the verbal run on Valerie. The more you sing, Valerie, and the more you open up these muscles, the more your speaking voice will improve. Improving diction. If you have a problem speaking, sing along to the radio. But I think for me, where Valerie comes in on a personal note is that I had a situation, a very good friend, um, who used to visit me quite a bit. And unfortunately, I'm gonna say prejudiced, and I'm gonna leave it at that because the story is too long for a 6 minute video. We stopped visiting just because, you know, prejudice of older people, the perception of what a relationship would be like with somebody as severely disabled as me. Um, but then eventually the person sort of realizes that, you know, I'm a person and I was good for her. And we were great friends. She would help me transfer, she would help me eat and drink, and we would have fun. And she could see me dancing, and having fun, because how it would work is my mom and I still used to go out together because we had a couple of community functions linked to the African National Congress ANC, and I would invite her along to these things, and then my mom would dance one track showing her that I could dance, and then she got more comfortable with me, and one cup of coffee became two, and one weekend visit became a regular thing, and a midweek visit, and why don't you come on over, Valerie? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? But as to the story behind Valerie, you can clearly see, um, it's dealing with one person dealing with a particular breakup and asking, maybe we could make up. Now that's my perspective. Because miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress, all of those idiosyncrasies that is within the relationship is discussed there. And yes, mommy, I do understand what I'm thinking, and I do want Valerie to come on over. We must come with the realization that people are realizing the stories behind the music at a younger and younger age, and DJs these days are making the joke about playing grown folk music. But unfortunately for you oldies out there watching this video, the grown folk music is my age group, the 30 to 40 group. So when you deal with it, it's going to be a tough one to deal with. But thank God for songs like Amy Winehouse's Valerie that give you the lyrics to put with your emotion. And The other thing is, I was enjoying the Glee version of Valerie because it focuses on the percussive instrument part of that particular piece. And I was thinking back to my own days at school, to the drama club, and and the most irritating thing is the way the teachers would choose songs that don't resonate with the students. And then they would put the percussion bells or maracas in your hand. You need to shake along to this beat. And I was like, this song absolutely sucks. But when it comes to Valerie and the body language that is brought about by spastic cerebral palsy, you can just let that shit out because the beat along with Valerie fits it perfectly. You don't even have to, because I found myself, and I did a spot of ballroom back in the day, and wheelchair ballroom and dancing lends itself so well to Valerie. If you have a performance piece, if you want to do a foxtrot, if you want to do a jive, oh shit! When I learned the jive, I almost fell out of my chair because it's so fast. But then I found myself, and I've had Valerie on repeat because I wanted to make those things that I've mentioned. I found myself doing exactly that. My body was moving, my wheels are turning, and the story that I'm reminded of me and my friend spending time together, getting to know each other, getting close. It's definitely a why don't you come on over, Valerie? Because I never took her out until much later in our friendship. And then she would come over to me regularly. And then when we tried to make up, I was trying to prevent from being cheesy, but in the messages, I kept on wanting to write, why don't you come on over, Valerie? But I think that's where I'm going to leave it. No surprises what the feel good track is today. My absolute favorite. Amy Winehouse, rest in peace. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Mark Ronson, EMI, all of those will be in the tags. Link in the description. Amy Winehouse's. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?